Guess who's back? Back again. Brady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family? Glad y'all tuned in again at another round here with Brady Speaks. Today we got a lot of fun stuff we're going to get into. And I just want to start off by saying, hey, I know things look tough right now with the government shutdown, money not being as much as it used to be, but I'll tell you what's everlasting. Love is infinite. So I tell you what, if the money's suffering, go find some more love. And if you can't find love, tell you what, give some love and watch love show up at your doorstep. A lot of times, man, I talk to people and they're like, man, I don't know what to do about my career. Hey, I've been in that boat. You're talking to someone who's been laid off 2-3 times. You've talked to someone who's been through a buyout, who's changed careers. So I understand. So the big question of the day is, ta-da, how do I bulletproof my career? Well, according to the Bronson file, and this comes from CNNmoney.com, the September 2013 edition, we got to get competitive, ladies and gentlemen. We've gotten a little lazy as Americans. Used to things just coming to us a lot easier. Hey, people, you got to fight for what you want. You got to fight for what you believe in. I remember my great coach, Nick Morosis, in college used to say, Brady, you guys got to play with your head and your heart. Okay? You got to play with your head and heart. What I'm saying is, you got to challenge yourself and work with your head and your heart. So, according to Mr. Bronson, he's saying that we need to compete more in the workplace because that'll make you a better worker. We also need to keep from burning out. Okay? And the way we keep from burning out is have a good work-life balance. You can't work all the time. I remember in my 20s, it was work, 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 work. And if someone wasn't like that, I would try to run them out. Because I felt like if you truly worked all the time, good things will happen. But guess what? I missed out on a lot of family time. And so have some of you guys out there. Hey, life's way too short to work all the time. We need to take a little note out of the Europeans. Get 6 weeks vacation off tops. I learned that while I was over in Europe. Good thing. Stress can be a good thing according to this article, but you have to manage the stress. Try yoga. I'm a huge advocate for it. The mat is a wonderful thing. You can leave all of that energy grounded there and pull away the good stuff that you need. The other thing you might want to think about is switch up inside of your career and don't be afraid of change according to this article. And most importantly, ask for what you want. You want a raise? Ask for it. But be prepared for the pushback and have a rebuttal for it. According to Forbes magazine, September 2nd, 2013, this is something that can help you further along in your career. The secret to unleashing genius. It's really simple. Get with some people who are smarter than you. Imagine that. If you're hanging around the same people you're hanging around in college or in high school, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but are you growing? Are you challenging yourself to get around individuals that think completely different than you? Do you have a mastermind group? We all need that. Surround yourself with individuals that are going to change the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you respond to situations. In this article, it talks about the 100 most innovative companies. I'm going to share with you number 1, 5, and 10. Number 1, Salesforce.com. So there's the number 1 innovative company, according to this article. Number 5, ARM Holdings. They produce semiconductors in the UK. And number 10, did I pass over? Oh, we got problems. Number 10, Natura Cosméticos, personal care in Brazil. These companies are doing something good. They are developing their people. We gotta get used to challenges and changing the way we think. Brady, talk to me, man. I'm not making enough money. I thought once I got to 6 figures, everything would be great. Well, since we're talking about that work-life balance, man, it's very important that we keep in mind this. Money isn't everything. And 6 figures today isn't what it was in 1990 or 1980. So one of the reasons why it doesn't go as far is because stuff costs more. A gallon of gas costs a heck of a lot more. I can't even believe I'm about to tell you this. And no, I'm not dating myself. I'm just sharing with you my experiences. I remember when gas was $79, $89, and $99. And you could fill up a tank for $15. Those days are long gone. Okay? So if the cost of being here is more, quite naturally it's going to eat up into what you're doing. So the best thing I can say, and one of the things I try to challenge my clients as well as myself to do, is live on less but not require as much. You don't need a huge house. Do you need the fancy cars and switch out every 2 to 3 years? Is that what you truly need? A young man that I was talking to the other day, he said, Mr. Tolliver, I was like, first of all, just call me Brady. Buck, whatever you want to call me, but not Mr. Tolliver. He goes, okay, well, what's the difference between a need and a want? I said, well, what do you think? He goes, well, I need clothes to go to school, but I want Polo Ralph Lauren. I said, perfect example. He's like, I don't need a lot, sir. I'm like, you're absolutely right. You don't need a lot to be great because you were born with everything that you possibly need. Now, this article that I'm talking about comes from the Trust Advisor, okay, thetrustadvisor.com, and it was just digging into about how 6-figure salaries are no big deal anymore. If you're making over 6 figures, awesome. If you're not, don't feel bad, okay? It's okay. Life is too short to be worried about stuff you can't necessarily control. I do want to bring up one last thing, and before we get out of here, today's a quick session. I want to do a spotlight on someone that was inspiring to me. I read this article not too long ago, and I brought it out of the files on Aaron Patzer, the developer of Mint.com. In case you guys didn't know this, the guy founded the company in 2006, has 100 employees, and he sold to Intuit in 2009 for $170 million. There was a couple key takeaways that I looked for this, and this came from the St. Louis Small Business Journal Monthly a few years back. The thing that I took away from this article was why Aaron started this business. He was frustrated because some of the stuff that was out there that he was trying to use was not working for him. So he took his own money and created a solution. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you something right now. It took me a while to figure this out. The key to happiness and success in the United States of America or the world is find a solution and serve. Serve with all the love in the world, man, and the riches will come to you. I promise you that. But we have to do a better job of loving each other. So I'm going to leave you with a poem that I wrote the other day, and I hope that you enjoy it. I often see that I cannot see. Then I realize that love was within me. I asked the Creator of the universe to bless me, so that when you hear my words, that you would understand that I was here to serve you. I want you to reach out to the person next to you and let them know that love is all that you have for them. Not hate, not envy, but love. At the end of the day, when the clouds are cloudy and gray, when money goes away, that love is the thing that will carry us through. And so I ask you, have you given love today? Yes, you opened the door, but did you lay your love on the floor? When it gets walked on and cloudy, please don't get rowdy, because love is the only way. Peace and many blessings to you guys. I'll see you next time.